Howdy folks, and welcome to the Con the Bran and the Movie Podcast, episode 2. My name is Brandon, and my co-host Connor. How are you, Connor?
I'm pretty good. This is a movie podcast where we have both picked an awful movie the other one hasn't seen.
Yeah, that's right, and we will pin them against each other in a movie duel to see which one is worse.
And today we have a theme of shark movies where Brandon watched Sharknado.
Yes.
And I watched a mystery shark movie that Brandon doesn't know. You will obviously know because it's in the title. But I'm not going to reveal that because I'm going to be saying my movie first. But before we get to that, we're going to talk about some good movies that we actually watched over the past few weeks. So then we can highlight some good rather than just being negative this entire episode. Of course. So, Brandon, do you want to start? Is there anything you really want to highlight that you watched recently that we can talk about?
Well, we both watched Life of Chuck quite recently.
Of course, remember the rule. When there's a rule for this episode, I want to state. In episode 1, we touched the table a lot. I want to try and cut that out because obviously right now we don't have a thing to stop the mic being on the table. So we've got a rule, no touching the table. So yeah, continue.
But yeah, we both watched Life of Chuck. You watched it at, a multimedia screening?
I watched it at early screening, with Tom. Thanks to Tom.
Thank you, Tom. Yeah, I just watched it in the cinema, but what did you think?
I really enjoyed it. I have one issue, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. I think it's incredibly written. I think that and Weapons are up there for getting an Oscar nomination for best screenplay.
I'd imagine so.
I think I love the 3-act structure and how it kind of tells its story backwards.
Yeah.
I think it has probably one of the best scenes in a film that's released this year.
What
I would say the drumming scene when he's dancing stuff. Yes. That's honestly up there. It's probably top 5, top 10 scenes of the year.
Yeah, that's such a beautiful scene. I love that scene.
It might be one of my favorites of the year. Does your opinion differ to mine? Because I haven't seen your Letterboxd.
No, I also rated it 4 stars. I think you rated it 4 stars.
Yeah,
didn't you?
I rated it 4.
I went quite a high 4. I think I was close to 4.5 because it's one of those movies where it instills some amount of hope and a humanity inside of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's just a guy about his life.
It's not really hope for anything. It's just it leaves you with just a sense of hope.
Yeah,
and it's just it'll sound weird, but another one of those movies is like The Muppets.
I can see the direction you're going with that. Yeah,
it's just you come out of it just feeling so hopeful and just enjoying life.
Well, I think each section has a different idea of hope.
Yeah.
I think, obviously, we'll get to the first section last, because I think that's, the most important section. But, the middle section is, the idea of hope, where, you can be the most average, normal bloke, but still have this element of, where you stand out, where you can just live your dream.
Yeah.
And then the last bit is about, literally, that is what it's about. It's, a kid who wants to follow his dream, and it's...
You create your own destiny, sort of thing.
It's about, should he follow his dreams, or is it just, is life more technical than that? And yeah, it's a movie about you're going to die one day, so live how you want to live.
Yeah,
that's basically what it is. I do think we should highlight the beginning section. I think that's the most important bit, and this is where I think we'll get into spoilers, because talking about that beginning section, you can't really discuss it without going into spoilers.
Yeah, well, the beginning section, I assumed, and this might be what it is. I assumed that Chuck is God.
That's what you thought?
Yeah, because 39 years, I thought, he's obviously 39 years old, he's dying, it's like they're celebrating his life, the world is celebrating his life, but no one really knows him.
Okay, you're entirely wrong.
Oh?
Because that's not what it is. I'm not saying, I don't think that's not what it is.
No?
That's what I thought at the beginning as well. But the idea is, do you remember in the third section when the woman, the teacher, grabs his head like that, yeah?
Yeah.
And she's like, what's between my fingers? She's saying an entire universe, you create your idea of the universe.
The first act is Chuck's mind.
That's in his head.
Oh.
This is his idea of what he's created a universe.
Right, yeah,
and this is how he sees the world.
What? I wouldn't say I'm fully wrong.
You're not.
He is the god of this world.
He's god of that world, yeah. And that's why the world is ending, because he's dying. So that's what it is. Tom said he didn't understand the ending as well, or he didn't understand the film the first time he watched it. He just loved it. And I think that is why it is. It's one of them things where it's you can easily miss that idea.
Yeah, but a lot of things do make a lot of sense now.
Of course, yeah.
The teacher is in... Yeah, because the teacher is in, when he's old, but then he's also when he's young.
Yeah.
And I thought,
they don't age as well. I when I was watching it, and, obviously, when he's younger, you see when he's, walking through the school, and you see... What was the actor's name? The male teacher.
Chiwetel... Was year 4, is that?
Something like that. He's also in the Backrooms movie.
Is he?
Yeah, he's one of the 2 actors in the Backrooms movie. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I'll get it wrong. But yeah, when you see him when he's at like Chuck's school, when Chuck's a child, he looks the exact same as when Chuck's obviously like dying, like 40 years or like probably about like 25 to 30 years later.
Yeah.
So like you would have thought it's not like an insane amount of time where he would look completely different, but there would be visible aging. Older, yeah. And I was thinking like that's a weird detail that he hasn't aged, and it makes sense why he is older. There was something that really didn't work with me in that ending bit. I can't remember what it was now. It was something. I think it was like the whole idea of like. Okay, I know what it is. So obviously Chuck sees them 2 together at the school like disco bit or whatever.
Yeah.
You know when he like dances with the girl.
Yeah.
Because they're visibly together in the background in that scene.
Yeah.
So that's the reason they're dating in the film in his mind. Why do they have a divorce? Why do they have a divorce, and why does she work at the nurse's station? Like I don't understand in Chuck's mind. Why did he create that storyline?
Well, I think she might be a nurse anyway. I don't think she's a teacher.
Yeah, she might be a nurse at the school.
Because like they're at a dance. Yeah. It's like
she's just helping the dance because obviously he's the teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That she's like going as like a date sort of thing, but like a chaperone. I think it might just be like, because obviously if you're like people watching in public, you just make up a story of like, oh, that person's walking to their mum's funeral because blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think it's just that.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Like, when I left school, this couple, they started having marital problems and they got divorced. You know?
That's fair enough.
Yeah. But anyway, on to the next. I also watched...
Bro just watches stuff. He watches everything.
Well, this is a movie podcast, Connor. What do you want me to do?
Watch less.
But yesterday, I watched both Princess Mononoke and Tenet, both in the cinema, both in IMAX.
Damn.
An incredible experience. That was so good. Have you seen Princess Mononoke?
I haven't seen either.
You haven't? Oh.
As the guy who kind of recently got into anime, I do really want to watch it.
Yeah, Princess Mononoke.
Bro watched it and he's never seen any anime.
Well, I've seen like half of Avatar.
You've seen like Suzume or whatever. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I've seen Suzume.
Yeah, that's about it.
I've seen Your Name, yeah.
That's it. So yeah, Suzume and Your Name, and that's your experience in anime. Nice.
But anyway, so Princess Mononoke, it's really, really good. Like, obviously Studio Ghibli, it's like beautiful.
Yeah.
And like the animation's amazing. It has such a powerful score. It's beautiful. It's pretty much just, I feel like it's a metaphor for the Industrial Revolution. It's like done so well. It's so beautiful. Like, I genuinely can't think of anything that I didn't like. The only thing is...
I need to watch it.
You do. The only thing is that, obviously to cut corners, sometimes when they're doing like a wide shot, it'll be like very undetailed.
Yeah, but that's kind of that is very similar with like a lot of anime where it's like
I see why it happens.
Mm-hmm.
It just took me out of it a little bit.
Okay.
Because it's like there's this beautiful scene and then it's just like a little blob with 2 eyes.
Yeah, but it's difficult to do that sort of thing. Like obviously,
of course.
Obviously, yeah. But I think that is a recurring thing with a lot of anime.
Yeah. But yeah, also Tenet.
Don't try and explain Tenet.
I'm not going to try and explain
You're not going to be able to
I didn't understand Tenet, but I loved it. It's so good.
Okay.
It's like...
I think it's one of them films I probably should try and catch in the cinema. I don't know if they're still showing it or not, because I know they're showing all of Nolan's
they're showing all
films
Nolan movies
now.
Yeah.
I don't know if... I think I should probably watch it before it goes, if it is got more screenings.
Yeah.
Because that's one of them films I will probably not be able to watch because I won't understand it if I just watch it at home.
Yeah, I always said, since Tenet came out, everyone's like, oh, it's so confusing, you understand it. I've said, I'm not going to watch Tenet unless I watch it in the cinema.
Yeah.
Because I won't understand it and I'll just switch off.
Yeah.
I won't turn the movie off, but I'll just not bother to try to understand it or try to watch it at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when it came in the cinema, I was like, well, this is the one I have to watch because it's
of course
one of the
it's
few.
Probably one of the only ones.
It's one of the few Christopher Nolan movies I haven't seen. That and like Memento and Insomnia and stuff.
Yeah. Memento's so good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to watch Memento. They say in the movie, and I'm pretty sure Christopher Nolan said this: don't try to understand it, just feel it.
Yeah. Okay.
Where like, if you try to understand it, it'll just take you out of it.
Yeah.
Like, you have to just allow yourself to be taken by this world.
That's fair enough.
I love the making of the movie as well, because there's one scene in particular where when the main character, called the protagonist...
That's his name?
Yeah, that's his name.
Nice.
When he first, like, goes back, like, starts moving backwards, the scene is completely shot backwards.
Yeah.
So he's walking forwards, but when they filmed it, he was, like, walking backwards, so he looks a bit weird.
Yeah.
But, like, it's so cool. Yeah, you definitely have to watch it.
Yeah.
But...
I did watch something that I probably should have watched as well for a long time.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, my first time watching Jaws, which is probably the best way to transition from us talking about good movies into bad movies. Mm-hmm. But I did watch Jaws for the first time, and the best experience of watching Jaws ever. I did also watch it in the cinema. I watched it in a 4DX screening.
4DX?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was.
Was that your first time watching 4DX?
No, second time 4DX, first time watching Jaws.
Okay.
And yeah, it was certainly a screening to go to. Again, thanks to Tom, I went to it. I'm sure he'll love these shout outs to me saying that that he invited me to these.
Of course.
But yeah, it was pretty mental watching it. Like, obviously, the first thing we did was we took a boat trip from I can't remember where it was from, but to the O2 Arena where the 4DX screening is.
Okay.
I will be honest, I was slightly more excited for the boat trip than I was the film, but that doesn't matter. Then, yeah, took pictures, went into the screening. We got free popcorn and a free drink.
Nice.
That was good. That was pretty goated.
Nice.
And then, yeah, sitting down for the screening, I was actually kind of terrified because obviously it's 4DX. Mm-hmm. 4DX means the seat moves around. It means it was 4DX and 3D. So we had 3D glasses.
Okay.
And obviously water effects.
I would hate 4DX.
4DX is...
I would not want to watch 4DX.
I think 4DX was worse for the first one I did, for Minions, because it was a lot more movement of the seat.
Yeah.
And it felt really jolty. Like, the opening scene, it was Despicable Me 4. Okay. You know the opening scene when he's driving the car?
He's driving around.
You're literally, like, sitting in your seat and going, whoa, whoa, because you're literally moving with the car. And that's really hard.
I imagine for Jaws, it's like you're flowing around sort of thing.
You're just moving with the boat. And I think that was my favourite part about 4DX for this. Because it felt like I was on the boat.
I bet you got very wet, though.
Surprisingly, not as much as I was expecting. Because obviously, basically every scene there's a splash. But it would just be like a little squirt. Like whenever like a big splash would happen, it's just like a small squirt.
Yeah.
So... That was fun. I felt like 4DX was slightly gimmicky with the water effects.
Yeah.
I think it would have been perfect if it was literally just the movement of the water.
Yeah.
Because the water effects, they kind of would like, I'd be sitting there and then you just get splashed with water and you're like, oh, and you kind of get taken out of the movie a little bit.
Yeah, you remember that you're in a cinema.
Yeah. There's like aspects when like they're cutting open a shark and you can smell the fish and stuff like that.
Ugh.
That's cool. Stuff like that makes you feel like you're part of the film. It's just the water is the bit that like kind of takes you out of it. It's a bit 50-50 where it happens.
Yeah, I imagine 4DX is it's good for an experience,
yes,
but it's not good for trying to actually watch a movie.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, after I came out of Despicable Me 4, I was like, this is the perfect movie to watch 4DX because it's a silly film. It's like, I wasn't really watching this to be like, oh, this is going to be a masterpiece. I need to concentrate every second.
I mean, God knows it wasn't.
Exactly. And I was like, I'd probably never do this again. Mm-hmm. And then I did it again for Jaws. And I don't think it ruined the film. No? I think this is going to sound strange. I think I might have enjoyed it more because I watched it 4DX.
Oh, okay.
But it was just because it was a really fun experience. Mm-hmm. And obviously Jaws is a movie that has inspired many other shark films to come, including the ones we are talking about today.
Of course.
What an incredible transition that was. Like, me pointing it out right now doesn't undermine the incredible transition.
That's going top 10 transitions.
Top 10 segues into things. And this is now where I get to reveal what my movie I watched was. Okay. You have no clue.
No, I have no clue at all.
We came up with this idea about 2 weeks ago, and since then I was like, I know what movie I'm watching.
I've been sitting in anticipation for so long.
And I haven't told you. So obviously it's in the title, and the movie I watched is Sharktopus vs. Whalewolf.
What?
No, Whalewolf, not werewolf. Whalewolf.
Whalewolf?
Yeah.
Like a whale wolf.
Yes, like a whale and wolf. We'll get to that. So this is a movie that released in 2015, and it's the third in a trilogy. The first, obviously, being Sharktopus.
You know, you might have to watch this 3 more times. What if we do octopus movies, whale movies, and wolf movies?
Well, I'm not going to watch it again, am I?
Yes, you are.
No. So, yeah. So, obviously, the first being Sharktopus. The second one is Sharktopus versus Terracuda.
Okay.
Which is a barracuda,
Yeah.
crossed with a pterodactyl.
Oh, I thought it was just a scary barracuda.
No.
Okay.
A pterodactyl crossed with a barracuda, and of course, the one that I watched being Sharktopus vs. Whalewolf.
It's only 3?
Yes.
Okay.
There's only 3. I thought I'd watch this one because it's the dumbest. It sounds like the dumbest one. Obviously, pterodactyl and barracuda sounds pretty dumb, but I think the Whalewolf sounds dumber. The film's only an hour and 25 minutes, so it wasn't too difficult. Mm-hmm. But the synopsis is: when a scientist mixes the genes of a killer whale and a wolf, it creates Whalewolf, and it takes Sharktopus to defeat it.
Is Sharktopus like a superhero?
No, Sharktopus is like a creation in a lab or something. I don't know, I didn't watch the first film, so I don't really know the origin.
You have to figure this out.
Well, I kind of figured it out by watching it, but
now you're going to have to watch the first movie.
The thing is, the synopsis is objectively incorrect.
What?
Yeah, I will get to that in a minute. You'll understand why it's objectively incorrect, because the scientist creates Whalewolf from the genes of a killer whale and a wolf. Mm-hmm. That's objectively incorrect. We'll get to that in a minute. The film, absolutely crazy. I probably should have watched the previous 2 for context. Starts with a funeral.
Okay.
There is
Do you know
who? Some guy's wife. I don't think whose funeral is actually relevant. It's the guys whose ship we're on, because we never reveal, we never come back to this funeral bit.
Okay.
It's never even mentioned again after the opening scene.
Okay.
The opening scene is probably about 30 seconds long. And what happens is they're lowering a coffin into the water, and then Sharktopus comes, eats the wife of the person who's in the coffin, destroys the coffin, and then the wife is... No, wait. He doesn't eat the wife yet. He destroys the coffin. The wife then gets chucked in the water, is laying with the guy in the coffin, and then gets eaten with Sharktopus. It's such an out there thing. And then the guy who owns the boat's just like, well, that's not good. Did we get paid? And he's like, yeah, we got paid. It's like, oh, great. He doesn't care in the slightest. It's so dumb. We then meet this... I think after that point, we then meet the doctor woman.
Okay. Of course.
She's the scientist, I assume, from what I kind of picked up from context, is that she's the person who created Sharktopus.
Okay.
That it would make sense to me.
Yeah.
She's the person who also is going to create Whalewolf. But a guy who is like a famous baseball player goes to her and was like, oh, I need to be better at baseball. And she's like, well, I can help you with that. And he's like, well, I don't really want your help. So he leaves.
What was the point?
I don't know. He then goes to a bar. Everyone, laughs at him or something because he's a loser. So then he goes back to the woman and is like, I actually do want your help now. So guess what she does?
How long did that last between him not wanting her help and then him wanting her help?
About 1 scene. So
okay.
It's about like a 3-minute scene.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So then guess what she does to help him?
Crosses him with a bear.
What? Why the hell would she cross him with a bear?
Oh, I thought you were going to say he actually does.
No.
To make him better, I don't know.
No.
What sport does he do? Hockey?
No, baseball.
Baseball, okay.
Yeah. She puts the genes of a whale and a wolf inside of him.
And he's Whalewolf.
That's why the synopsis is objectively incorrect, because it's actually the combination of a human, a whale, and a wolf.
Well, it's not incorrect. It's just not revealing the whole.
It's objectively incorrect because it's saying it's only 2, but there's actually 3. Oh, I got an email. That was random. He is now Whalewolf. He gets electrocuted, and then she chucks him in the water, and he becomes Whalewolf. I don't really know.
Is the transformation cool?
It's just like a guy swimming, and then it's like Whalewolf swimming. But,
that's it. Okay.
Yeah, and then it cuts back to the woman, and then he's human again, but he's a weird zombie. I really don't know what happens in this film. It's a lot of nothing. Then for some reason, I think the sailor guy who owns the boat, he got arrested.
Okay, why?
I think they said it was because he was drunk and something else, and then there was the possibility of manslaughter.
Okay.
But he didn't actually kill anyone, the Sharktopus did. So I don't know why he got manslaughter. So he's in jail and then gets bailed out because some weird spiritual bloke bailed him out, and then now wants their entire purpose, their entire plot of this film is that this spiritual bloke wants Sharktopus's heart.
Okay.
Take any guess as the reason as to why he might want Sharktopus's heart.
For his power.
To find love.
Is Sharktopus the god of love or something?
I don't know. That's not explained, but apparently it's the most romantic thing.
You should have watched the first one as well.
I probably should have watched the first 2. But no. There's now these 2 guys have to try and hunt down Sharktopus to get his heart for this spiritual bloke.
Okay.
and they do a Jaws reference. They
So they say we're gonna need a bigger boat.
I think they said we're gonna need bigger, but they're talking about harpoon, or they say we're gonna need something bigger because they shoot a harpoon at the shark, and there's like a barrel is like floating behind him, and they do that in Jaws like 3 times. So it's like a reference kind of.
Okay.
They also reference it in Jurassic World. Not that that's relevant. They do it in Jurassic World Rebirth.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I just thought that'd be kind of funny to mention. It's not really relevant though, is it?
No. There's a lot of laughing emojis on your notes.
Yeah, because it's so dumb. The film's so dumb. For some reason, in every single intense scene, they have like the most cheery music ever.
Okay.
So like in that scene, there's this stupidly cheery music of them like trying to like get Sharktopus. They obviously don't get Sharktopus, but they're trying to. And then also they have like random Minecraft splash sound effects.
Like the actual Minecraft one?
Yeah, like I'm not kidding. It's actually like the Minecraft splash sound effect. Sharktopus for the entire maybe first hour of this hour and 25-minute movie just randomly like picks off random women from the ground and just like eats them. The people on the boat watch Love Island. Well, not Love Island, but like a rip-off Love Island.
Okay.
And then Sharktopus goes to that Love Island, just like eats one of the women.
On air?
Yeah, on air. And the guy's like, "This is great TV, keep recording." And that turns into like a really weird side plot where they think that because before she gets eaten, it's more of like a Bachelorette rather than Love Island. Because he has to give her a flower to basically like, choose her.
I think it is just a Bachelorette.
Yeah. But it felt like Love Island when I was watching it. Like when they're watching it on TV, it feels like Love Island because it's just like women being like, "Oh, he doesn't love me," and then like when you see them, they're actually just doing Bachelorette.
Okay.
So it's kind of the both. So yeah, he gives her the flower and then she gets eaten, and then because the person he picked got eaten, he has to pick someone else. Mm-hmm. So he goes to pick someone else, but she doesn't want the flower because she thinks it's cursed. I don't know why, because it happens once. So the producer's like, "Well, give me the flower," and then he gets eaten. So the curse was correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. But yeah, it gets eaten. I think we're finally now at the point where we get our first interaction between Sharktopus and Whalewolf.
Okay.
I don't know really what prompted this interaction. They kind of just see each other, and they're like fighting in the water. They kind of just fight in the background, but like it lasts about 10 seconds.
Okay.
Then they just both run away somewhere. I don't know where they went. They go off, and Whalewolf not Whalewolf. Sharktopus is now for some reason on land.
Okay.
He can go on land.
Why can he go on land?
He can just do that.
He's 2 water animals. Is he also mixed with a human?
Well, I don't know that. I didn't watch the first film.
Watch the first film.
Probably that would have been helpful for context. Yeah, he's just on land, and he's like killing people on land, and that's just what he does for the next bit.
He's a hungry shark.
Yeah, he's a hungry shark. Maybe that's their
inspiration.
Thing. Yeah. And the two guys in the boat just randomly go, "Oh, I'm like getting hurt and stuff," because the spiritual bloke has a voodoo doll of both of them and he's like stabbing it.
Why?
This has no significance to the film. There's like a really weird like side story again with this voodoo doll and the spiritual bloke that has no relevance and is boring. Like I've come to watch this film to see Sharktopus and Whalewolf fight.
Of course.
And there's probably about a minute of them fighting in this entire film.
How far are we in right now?
About 45 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'm talking about dumb side plots. There's another one with a failed actress who used to be good when she was younger, but now she's a failed actress. She wants to be attractive, so she goes to that same doctor at the beginning. And they say they're gonna put like sea cucumber in her DNA or something. I don't know. A
sea cucumber's attractive?
I guess so. Maybe they've got like really good like
genes.
Yeah, to feel young or something. I don't know. Maybe they live forever. So yeah, but she doesn't take that surgery, so she doesn't get sea cucumber genes in her. To make herself young to get roles, she just dyes her hair black.
Oh, cool.
That's all she does. Then she calls her agents like, "Oh, I'm young again. I'm gonna play this person in a horror movie," and then gets eaten by Sharktopus.
Okay.
So that leads nowhere. It's irrelevant.
Is Sharktopus good or bad?
Well, we'll get to that actually because it's kind of a grey area.
Okay, he's an anti-hero.
Yeah, Sharktopus then turns on... No, not Sharktopus. Whalewolf is working with, obviously, the doctor. Mm-hmm. And the doctor's like, "Oh, you're too much to handle." So she tries to put Whalewolf up for adoption.
What?
Yeah.
Doesn't just, kill him?
No. She calls up, a dog adoption home and is like, "Oh, can you take this dog?" And they're like, "How big is it?" It's like, "Pretty big." It's like... That's basically what happens.
Okay, why did you take him in?
No.
Okay.
Whalewolf eats her. But she's not dead. For some reason, she like, returns. I don't get that.
Okay.
None of these characters really, like, the relationship between them doesn't make much sense for most of this film. Because the police officer comes, but, like, it's the love interest who was on the boat, but I didn't realise she was a police officer until, like, the end of the film.
Okay.
So, that's great, yeah.
Were you supposed to know she was a police officer?
I assume so. But maybe I wasn't really taking that much notice of the film. Her, like, teammate on the police force gets eaten by Whalewolf, and then she nearly gets eaten until, like, till the boat guy comes and saves her. Okay. And then they go to the voodoo place, and well, I kind of skipped a little bit. I realised I skipped, like, an important bit. They cut off one of Sharktopus' tentacles and took it to the voodoo guy.
Why?
I don't know.
So that you can stab it?
No, because he wants the heart, and they're like, we can't get the heart, but will this do? And he was like, yeah, sure, why not? So they then go back to the voodoo guy, and are like, oh, can you help us kill Sharktopus? And he's like, sure, I made this voodoo doll of Sharktopus.
Why didn't they do that in the first place?
I don't know. And then he's like, I want that. So he swaps it with, like, a fake voodoo doll of Sharktopus and steals the voodoo doll.
Oh, because everyone has a voodoo doll of Sharktopus.
Yeah. And then he runs away, and the voodoo guy's like, oh, you got my voodoo doll. So he chases him, and they go into this building, and he's got the voodoo doll in his hand, and he, like, puts it up to his neck.
I have no idea. I have no grasp of what the plot of this movie is.
There is no plot. I don't know what happens either. So he puts it up to his neck, and then Sharktopus comes in and just bites his head off.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, cool. And he tries, the fisherman guy tries to shake Sharktopus' hand, and they shake hands. He's like, are we friends now? And then he's like,
does Sharktopus have hands?
No, he's got tentacles.
Okay.
And then Sharktopus' response is to get his tentacle and just punch him around the face like that. We're now into, like, the final act here.
Okay.
And they figured out a way to defeat Whalewolf because they found out the truth that he's actually part human, part whale, part wolf. Obviously, they knew he was part whale and wolf, but they now found out he's part human, and he was a baseball player, like a professional baseball player.
Yeah.
So what do?
They kill him.
Well, that's the plan, yeah, obviously, but they don't just kill him. They lead him to the baseball stadium because they need to get him to baseball. They need to get him to an isolated area so they can kill him.
Okay.
Because they have, like, an air forces that, like, will send bombs on him to, like, blow him up.
Okay.
So they get him to an isolated area, and they think the baseball stadium's a perfect place because he'll love to go there. So they go to the baseball stadium, and the guy with the voodoo doll leads Sharktopus to that baseball stadium. They then put these, like, metal grids around the stadium that they put an electrical charge into to electrocute them. He hits, like, Sharktopus. No, he grabs Sharktopus. This is, like, the second time they've fought in this entire film. They barely ever fight. He grabs Sharktopus by the tentacles, spins him around like Mario in Super Mario... No, like Bowser in Super Mario 64, and like throws... No. Like, and throws him into the electric fence. And Sharktopus dies on the electric fence. And Whalewolf's just chilling there like, I got him. They then send an Air Force team to blow up Whalewolf. He's dead. And the film ends with that, like, the spiritual guy. You remember the spiritual guy who got his head bitten off?
No.
Well, the spiritual guy who got his head bitten off, his wife is doing some, like, magic, and then a baby Sharktopus comes out of this little tub.
Sharktopus can have children?
I don't know. I guess so. And then the film ends, and we never get a fourth film. We never get to find the answers to that. I'm so disappointed.
Or is that baby Sharktopus like Baby Groot? Like, it's just like...
I think it's like a reincarnation.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like reincarnating Sharktopus.
Okay.
But I
have no idea what happens in this movie.
I watched it.
It would have helped if you watched the first one as well.
I think I do need a bit of context to understand the film. I think it probably would have helped if I just watched the first one rather than watching the third.
Or watch both.
I'll just watch all three.
Yeah, watch all three.
And then we'll just refilm this section after I've watched them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a dumb movie. I bet I can't imagine.
I feel like yours might be worse already.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't imagine Sharknado being worse than that just because of how incredibly
Why did you have to
dumb.
go? You went for such an insane one. What the hell?
It's so nothing. That's the issue. It's like so much. I've written so much, but it's all just nothing.
Yeah, well, that's not different from mine. But anyway, so should we move into Sharknado?
Go on, I would love to hear about this movie. I think I've heard so much about Sharknado, but not what it's actually about, apart from
you've probably heard what it's about. So, let's start off. So, the first one, released in 2013.
Yeah, is that the one you watched?
Yes.
Okay.
The last one, released in 2018. So 5 years. There's 6 of these movies.
There's only 6 in 5 years?
Why? And... So,
did the CGI improve over them 6 years?
I don't know. I didn't watch the 6th one.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, but I didn't. But I looked at images of the first one, and the CGI drastically improved.
I did not do that.
Because, well, the thing
I
is...
assume they probably did, because the CGI is terrible in this one.
Yeah, in Sharktopus, they look like plastic. But in the last one, the lighting is way off. But they actually do look, like, actually somewhat decent.
Okay. But yeah, so... I mean, the plot is pretty self-explanatory. It's a shark tornado.
How does that even happen? There's a tornado coming to suck them up.
We'll get to that.
No, I need to know. Do they get sucked up?
So, luckily it's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because I would not have been able to watch any more of this. It's by the end I was just drained. I just could not be bothered.
Yeah.
And
I think I felt the same with Sharktopus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like I should have watched the 6th one, because let me show you the poster.
Yeah. I do think they get dumber as they go along, because I think they realised how dumb the concept is, so they try to make them dumber.
That is the poster for the 6th one.
What the hell?
So
why is there a T-Rex in there?
Let's just break this down quickly. So, obviously, Star Wars reference there.
Yeah.
And then we have a woman on a horse. Don't know what that's about. If we go down here, we've got like a Hamilton stuff with some sharks around and some cannons. We go over here, there's space and like the Galactic Federation.
Yeah, what the hell is that about?
Let's go back up here. We've got
prehistoric dinosaurs.
We've got a pterodactyl and a T-Rex. And then we go over here and this guy's got a lightsaber.
I think that's just a laser. I don't know if that's... Oh, no, it is. He's holding
a lightsaber.
Yeah. What the hell?
And then there's, like, Nosferatu's castle in the background. And I don't know what she's doing there. She's just standing there. So...
Is that a zombie shark? Wait, is that one a zombie?
I think it might be. I think that's a zombie shark. I should have watched the 6th one.
Yeah. Oh, what's this film actually about? What happens?
Yeah, so... I'll tell you right now, this movie's so dull. Nothing happens. It's so boring.
I think it lives off the concept that it's Sharknado.
You'd think so. You'd think so, wouldn't you?
No, but like that's the selling point. Someone will be like, "Oh, that looks like an interesting idea." They don't really need anything after that.
Yeah,
like, you've started watching the film. You've paid for it. They don't need anything else.
Well, basically, what happened? So this starts with, they're on a boat. This guy he's like catching sharks. It's like a fishing boat.
Yeah, well, I kind of guessed. He's just in like a rowing boat, just like,
I'll
take that shark.
But yeah, so he's negotiating with this like businessman to sell like 12 sharks to him.
Yeah.
Take a guess at how much they're gonna sell to him for. Like, probably not even 12 sharks, maybe 10.
12 sharks.
I don't see how many sharks there is, but there's not many.
I can imagine a shark would be expensive.
Well, they're all dead sharks.
Like, I can imagine
it's just shark meat.
At least $1,000 for one shark.
Okay, so you're thinking like 12 grand?
Yeah.
£1 million. Or no, $1 million.
Is that how much sharks are worth?
He's trying to sell 12, like, probably not even 12 sharks for $1 million to this businessman. I mean, it's not how much sharks worth, because the businessman says that's quite a steep price.
A shark is worth 1.9 million.
Oh, so he got quite
in tourist revenue. I don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, so probably quite steep. I don't know. They're quite small sharks as well.
Yeah, I would be like 50 grand would probably make sense.
Yeah, so that's maybe $1 million. That's $1 million.
Yeah,
that they're trying to sell these sharks for. So then they're like, let's do it.
But they accept the deal.
Yes.
Okay, he said it was too steep, but he was like, yeah, fine.
Yeah, I mean, he threatens him a little bit. He like puts a gun on the table and he's like, do this.
Oh.
But then a lot of sharks come and they kill everyone else on the boat. And then there's a lot of waves and a big storm. And the businessman is like, I'm taking the money out, I'm taking all the sharks and everything. And I'm taking your boat as well. The boat's like about to sink. I don't know how he's gonna take the boat. The captain is like, no, you're not. So he shoots the guy in the leg. And then a shark comes and grabs him and pulls him in the water.
Nice. Good
and
start.
then a load of sharks go and take the captain and rip him apart. So that has no relevance. None of that matters in any way. None of them characters are, well, obviously not. They all died.
It's kind of a good opening, though, don't you think? Like,
well, it's nothing to do with tornadoes.
Okay. Yeah, but introduces the concept of sharks.
Are you gonna go to watch Sharknado without knowing what sharks are, Connor?
Now you know that they eat people.
What? So, wait, anyway. So, we then cut to this nice sunny beach. People are like, people are surfing and enjoying life. In I think it's California. I think.
That makes sense.
They sail over random places in California. I don't know where they are. I think, honestly, I feel like the geography of this movie would only work if you live in California. I had no idea where they were the whole time. They're like, we need to get out of land. We need to go to Van Nuys. I don't know where that is. A storm starts approaching. So, and then a load of people die. But just, a storm starts approaching, so a load of sharks come.
Oh, so I thought you meant, like, the storm comes so people die. They are, like, it's the sharks are killing the people in the storm?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's that many people die, actually. There's, like, 1 or 2 people.
How does this work? You're going to explain how the Sharknado works? Does it just lift the sharks up?
Wait, that doesn't happen for a while, kind of.
So what? So, wait. Are sharks killing these people because of the storm, or is it just they're
just killing people?
They're just different situations.
They're just killing people.
Okay.
We learn that Hurricane David is destroying Mexico and it's coming for California.
Yeah. It's gonna pick up the sharks.
And then they're like, "Oh no, there's a storm coming. Let's go surf again."
Well, yeah, obviously that makes sense because the storm would give you big waves. Why is that a weird thing?
Because there were sharks in the water like 2 seconds ago.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. So the sharks get so mad, they start spinning around in the water that they start flying in the air.
How the tornado... Why are you trying to guess how the tornado works? The tornado isn't explained. But...
What? I'm asking these questions. It doesn't even matter. I'm not even going to find out the answer.
So, yeah, so then there's this montage of just 2 people just surfing. And it's in a cut with, like, loads of shots of just, like, massively wide shots of just, like, shark fins just all going the same way.
I think I know that shot.
You'd assume, like, oh, maybe they're all, like, hypnotized or something, because why are they all going the exact same way?
Yeah.
They're not. They're just going the same. You also don't know where they're going, because there's no concept of where they are.
Yeah.
So, they're just going somewhere.
Well, so you just see, like, water. You just,
it's
you don't
massive
see, like,
wide shot
the
of just
beach.
water and sharks.
Okay, I thought, like, what I was picturing is, like, you'd see the beach.
No.
And then you'd see, like, the fins going towards the beach.
No, you just see the fins.
Just see water. Nice.
Yeah. One of the women, the only woman there, falls off her surfboard and just gets eaten by a shark.
Of course.
By the way, there's still loads of people on the beach. There's a lot of people on the beach
even after
still.
someone's just died.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then the guy that was surfing shouts shark. Must be the first time ever that someone's ever shouted shark at a beach and nobody has reacted. Nobody batted an eye. It's just like, what's he on about?
Yeah, this guy, but new around here.
Sharks everywhere. But yeah, and then this guy on a jet ski comes and they start attacking the guy on the jet ski. The sharks do, rather than the guy on a surfboard.
Yeah.
Be so much easier to.
Obviously, it's easier to kill the surfboard guy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're attacking the guy on the jet ski, and then the surfboard guy gets on the jet ski and jet skis him away. And I hate whenever they're on the jet ski.
What? He just steals the jet ski?
No, with the guy.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought the jet ski guy got eaten by the shark.
No,
he just stole it.
He's a main character. But luckily they're only on the jet ski in like the first 10-15 minutes, because I hate whenever they're on it, because it's just like a mid shot of them just sitting there going.
Like green screen behind them.
Yeah, because they're obviously not on a jet ski.
Yeah. And
there's no like thing moving them, so they're just manually doing that, and they're not in time. They're both moving at different times.
Yeah, I can picture that. I can picture the issue.
There's this really long scene of them just talking about nothing in a bar, in a seaside bar.
Is it really a movie? Is it really a bad movie if they're just talking about nothing?
If they are.
If they're not, sorry. No, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sorry.
So yeah, they're talking about nothing in the seaside bar, and then a shark flies through the window and bites this woman's leg.
Is this the start of the Sharknado?
No.
What? Where does it come from? Does someone just like pick it up from the water and throw it? Where does it come from?
Sharks just fly everywhere. Yeah, and then there's these like massive waves like crashing into like the bar and into this like pier and everything. And I'm convinced there was no water on set when they filmed this scene.
Probably.
Because it's all just like stock water effects just going psh, psh, psh. It's so dumb. Yeah, and then like loads more sharks end up on the shore where they like eat a load of people, and they're like, some guy shoots a shark with like I think a pistol actually, and his head explodes.
Explode.
The head fully explodes after being shot with a pistol.
Okay.
And then because of these strong winds, the Ferris wheel that was on the pier falls off of its hinges and it's like rolling down the pier.
Yeah.
How would you get away from a Ferris wheel that's rolling straight?
It's going this way. I would just. Whoop.
Yeah, so they just run that back the same way it's going.
Yeah, that's the most logical thing that they do in movies.
Yeah, of course.
They always do it.
There was plenty of space for them to move to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then some guy gets flattened, but nobody in this whole scene, nobody that matters dies.
Yeah.
I did not care about.
I think that's the same with Sharktopus. It's very like what's it like plot armor where like Sharktopus will just instantly bite anyone, but then when it's the guy on the boat, the main character, he's just sort of like standing there and Sharktopus going woo woo with his like tentacles.
You would not believe the plot armor in this at the end of this movie, Connor. You would not believe it.
Okay.
Just you wait. This scene is so short. I thought it would take up so much more time, but it's so short, and like I said, no one dies.
Yeah.
Well, people do die, but no one that matters has any injuries at all, even.
No one relevant.
They're driving away after this whole thing. The whole street is flooded, yeah? So flooded, in fact, that there's tiger sharks swimming around the roads, and they're somehow able to drive through that.
I thought you meant the tiger sharks are driving. They're just in a car.
Connor, this isn't Sharktopus. Did Sharktopus drive? I don't know.
No. Why would he drive?
I don't know. He's got tentacles. He can map around the steering wheel.
He can't. He does know where they are on a map, though.
Why? Shut up, Connor. But yeah, they have no trouble driving through like probably 3-4 feet of water, at least.
Yeah. Are they driving monster trucks?
No, it's just a normal little van. The whole thing is they're trying to get to higher ground. Half the movie is spent in just a car driving.
Is there a Sharknado chasing them?
No. And
when do we meet this thing?
And it's like, oh, the water level's rising. They have to get to high land so that the sharks don't kill them.
Yeah.
I think the water level rises at some point, and they have to get out of their cars for some reason.
Yeah.
I think it's like there's a traffic jam, but why is there a traffic jam? Why don't people just go? Why do you care when there's sharks coming after you?
Do you not realise how a traffic jam starts?
Yeah, but just go.
There's traffic jams in all like apocalypse movies when everyone's trying to escape something.
There's not many people trying to escape, Connor.
Have you never thought, why is there a traffic jam? Why don't you just drive? Like, what kind of thing to say is that? There's probably a crash in front of them or something because people are trying to drive so much.
Why don't they show that
hit into each other? I don't know, it's not relevant.
They were very orderly. Also, you say all that, just wait. Yeah, and then a massive wave of sharks, just full of sharks, comes over, kills one guy.
In a Sharknado?
That was somewhat important. No, not in a Sharknado, in a wave.
For God's sake.
And kills one guy that was important.
Yeah.
Kills one guy in total as well. He's the only guy that dies. In a massive wave of sharks. There was at least like 20 sharks in that wave.
During this like...
They just get out of their cars.
Chock-a-block
and then
cars.
And then after that, you say, oh, why couldn't they just drive? They get back in their cars and start driving. What's your answer for that?
They could just drive.
They could just drive.
Everyone just moved. Everyone moved out the way.
But yeah, so I don't know why they had to get out in the first place if they're just driving. They're like, oh, the sharks are going through the sewers.
Yeah.
So, and that's important for one reason, and that's because when they go to this guy's ex-wife house to like grab his ex-wife and his daughter to like leave.
Yeah.
A shark just flies out of the manhole cover and they shoot it with a shotgun. That's the only reason that matters.
Just instant dead.
Instant death.
What was the point in the shot going out the manhole cover?
I don't know. But yeah, so it just and then shoot it and then they're like, we need to leave, but his ex-wife's boyfriend is there. And they're like, we're not leaving. Well, his ex-wife's boyfriend is just dumb. Being like,
shotgun on him, shoots him in the face.
His ex-wife's boyfriend is like, I'm not leaving. The police force is very good in this town.
Police die.
And then a shark comes into their living room.
I can just picture it just sort of strolling in with like a coffee mug. Shotgun in the other hand.
Why is there shotguns everywhere, Connor?
I don't know, you mentioned it.
That's one shotgun.
Okay.
Shark then eats the ex-wife's boyfriend, but it's his legs are hanging out. We have to save him. So they grab his legs
and then rip him in half
to try and get him out. They get him out. But oh no, they only have his legs. So he's like, oh my god, how do I only have his legs? What did you think was happening? A shark is eating him.
The shark was just gonna hold him.
What did you expect to? Did you expect to just get him out of his mouth easily? Are you dumb? And then they just leave. I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't think his ex-wife cared about her boyfriend at all.
It's like Shaun of the Dead, though, isn't it? But like, what are they gonna do?
You could at least be sad.
Okay, yeah, she is sad when Philip dies.
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
As they're driving away, they find the school bus.
Do they drive it? Let me drive the bus.
There's kids in the school bus.
Oh.
So the main character is like, we need to save these kids. His ex-wife is like, this is your problem. You always care about other people more than your own family. What the hell?
You care about kids too much.
You want to just
kill the kids.
You want to just leave this bus full of children to just die. Yeah, they then save the kids by like abseiling.
Abseiling where? What?
There's
down the bus?
There's a bridge above the bus.
They abseil up the bridge.
Well, they abseil down and then they get the kids to go up. What's the opposite of abseiling?
Climbing.
No, they're not climbing. They just
I don't know.
Pull them up.
Pulling up by a rope.
They pull them up by a rope. Now, Colin, you'll be happy to hear we're halfway through this movie. And the Sharknado finally appears.
How? Does it lift the sharks?
We just see it in the distance. We just see a tornado with a load of dots in it in the distance.
That's so boring.
Yeah.
So all of this time, and I still don't know how it was made. Do you think...
But before we finally saw the Sharknado in the distance, they should have called the movie Shark Flood. It's just a flood in the city with just sharks in it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Do you think in the next 5 films they explain how the Sharknado started?
No. I don't even think they explain how the T-Rex got there.
Fair enough.
They then they're at this warehouse to find some guy. I wasn't really paying attention at this point. You can tell where I turned off probably.
Is this where you turned off?
Probably, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they find this guy at this warehouse, and then the tornado goes through the warehouse and picks up this woman so quickly. I want you to watch this one scene because the way this woman's picked up, she's just standing there, and she goes, just out of this warehouse window.
Oh, this is so funny.
That's probably the best scene in the whole movie. Then they go into this makeshift bunker, which is just like, they put a bit of metal in front of them. They sit in the corner and put a bit of metal in front of them.
I'm sure that does not work.
He's holding it, and they're fine in this tornado.
Okay.
And we see nothing. They're just like a load of wind stock effects. Just
how do you get a wind stock effect? Is it like just leaves just sort of go past the screen or something?
No, it's just like white like lines.
Like the anime, like when they run really quick.
Yeah. How do you think they decided to stop the tornado? I'll give you 3 guesses. I'll give you 1 guess. You're not going to get it.
Why did it go from 3 to 1?
Because you're not going to get it.
I lost 2 guesses.
If you have 3, you can have a million, you're not going to get it.
So the tornado's is going clockwise. They decide to
They're
run
trying to stop
around
the tornado.
it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They try to run around it anti-clockwise. So they're like...
To slow it down.
They're going the opposite way to the tornado.
Close. They decide to drop a bomb onto the tornado.
Yeah, that could work as well.
So like, let's go to a helicopter and we'll drop a bomb on the tornado. I don't know how the helicopter doesn't get swept up.
I was going to say, how does it not like get part of the tornado?
Now they also have a plan B.
Is that running the opposite way?
That's to put a bomb in a truck and drive into the tornado.
So if the first bomb doesn't work, they have a second backup.
Get another bomb.
Is it a bigger bomb?
Oh, it's probably the same size bomb. I don't know. Now you'll be happy to hear they do succeed in plan A.
So what's the point in having a plan B?
Just wait.
Okay.
They succeed in plan A. They drop a bomb into the thing. It blows up in the middle and it just dissipates.
And the sharks just all like fall to the ground.
A second tornado forms.
With sharks in?
With sharks in, of course.
No way!
It's this movie called Sharknado.
It could just be a normal tornado.
And then they're like...
And it just picks up the sharks that are just like flopping on the ground.
And they're like, oh no, we need to run away. But the people in the helicopter are still trying to drop bombs. The woman that was throwing the bombs, so there's a guy driving the bus... The helicopter.
Yeah, I was just saying, how do you drive a bus like that?
And then there's the woman who's throwing the bombs.
Yeah.
She then decides, I'm going to fight a shark. So she hangs off the helicopter.
Grabs a shark and starts punching it.
No, she gets a knife out and she tries to stab the shark. And she falls off the helicopter to her death. So
what?
She's dead.
Did she get like sucked up in the tornado? It's like
no,
spinning
she
as
just falls. She just falls.
Oh, that's boring.
They've been trying to manufacture a relationship with this woman who's like 20 and the main character who's like 40 for like the whole movie.
Is she the one who dies?
Yeah. So the main character is now like, oh, she's dead. I need to destroy this tornado for us.
Yeah.
So he takes Plan B. He takes the truck. He drives into it. There's a nitro button in the truck.
Why is there a nitro button on the truck? Is there like a rally truck?
They're playing like Need for Speed or something. He drives towards the cliff edge, presses the nitro button, jumps out. It goes into the tornado, blows up.
Yeah.
Tornado's gone.
Yeah.
So now, boom, the tornado.
Is that the end of the film?
They beat the tornado. Just wait.
A third one comes.
No. What actually happens is he runs back to his family. There's a shark falling towards his family, about to eat him. So he gets a chainsaw, goes and jumps into the shark's mouth with his chainsaw.
Yeah. Cuts the shark in half.
We've seen him cut a shark in half with a chainsaw before, by the way.
What? Why is this happening?
I forgot to mention that. That's happened like 3 times before.
What?
And then
just this film alone.
He's sitting in there for like 5-10 seconds. We're like, oh, what if he's dead? And then zzz, he rips the shark open.
That was a crazy chainsaw sound.
That was pretty sick, wasn't it?
That was so good. Why was it so accurate?
Yeah, he rips the shark up inside, and he climbs out, and he's like, I'm alive.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Another shark's gonna come.
No!
He's a shark.
Twist of the century.
His family are all sharks.
He then reaches back into the shark, pulls out the woman that fell to her death. For some reason, she's now inside of a shark's mouth. She didn't die from the fall.
Or the chainsaw.
A shark just picked her up or something.
Oh.
And also, she didn't get eaten by the shark.
Like Toji, this is going to make no sense to you. You don't watch anime. We've already made this statement before. But like Toji's worm thing that he wears on him, that he pulls weapons out of his mouth.
Yeah. So...
Don't say yeah like you know what I'm talking about.
She fell out of a helicopter. That's how she died. We saw her fall out of a helicopter. We saw a shark nowhere near her when she fell out of the helicopter. But then she's in the shark's mouth. She gets pulled out of the shark's mouth.
It's a tornado. It could have just like came round and gone, there's
whoop.
a woman, let's save her. Just ate her whole.
But yeah, so we still think she's dead.
Yeah.
So they give her CPR and she's like, I'm alive. And now everything's fine. Everything's just okay now.
Yeah.
No more sharks. No more tornadoes.
Well, obviously that's not true because there's 5 more movies.
I'm not watching the other 5. And then they have the audacity to finish this movie with Finn, like a some art house cinema. Shut up.
No. The only reason they did that, the only reason they've done that is because it's about sharks.
I did not think of that.
Because sharks have
But
fins.
it annoyed me when they wrote Finn. You're not art house. You're not cool. It's not a good movie. Don't do that. Don't try and gaslight me into thinking this is a good movie.
It sounds like a good movie. Is that it? That's the end of the film?
That's the end of the movie.
It sounds good.
Connor, this is 86 minutes long. 60 of those minutes is driving.
Okay, that doesn't sound so good. Yeah. Sound so good. Yeah, but Sharktopus isn't much better because most of Sharktopus vs. Whalewolf is not about them fighting. Whalewolf isn't a developed character, and Sharktopus does not fight Whalewolf for most of that movie. Yeah, but also,
it's because it's in Captain America: Brave New World. Would you rate that?
Like 2 stars.
Exactly.
What? What's your point here?
Better than half, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's not better than Sharktopus and Whalewolf. Well, no, it is better than Sharktopus and Whalewolf. Sharktopus and Whalewolf was awful.
No, it wasn't.
Go on then, watch it.
Not watching that movie, Connor.
Exactly.
I'm not watching Sharktopus and vs. Whalewolf. I watched the first one instead.
I will watch.
Don't hold me to that.
I'll watch Sharknado just to prove this point.
Watch Sharknado 6.
Maybe at some point in the future when we do a Shark Week 2, that probably will happen because we'll run out of
we're gonna run out of things.
Different
quickly.
themes, yeah. But we'll eventually just won't do themes and we'll just do like, oh yeah, I watched this movie and Bran watched that movie, rather than being like, this is our theme. But themes is fun.
I think themes is a good idea. Themes is fun.
Yeah.
I'll surrender. Your movie worse. But is his movie worse? You decide.
I will take the win on this one.
I think we should still put up an Instagram. If we remember this time.
Yeah, you were supposed to do it. But
yeah, I forgot. But I'll try and put a poll this time to decide which is worse.
Yeah.
Probably yours.
Yeah.
Mine. Honestly, I'll put my hands up. Mine is probably not worse.
Well, hopefully people didn't get to the end of this episode when they make this poll because it's kind of an obvious answer if we're going off what we're saying. But
hopefully.
Yeah. I think that's basically all in this episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
We had a very good time. Next week is...
Superhero movies. Yeah, so that's going to be very fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that one.
That's gonna be a fun week with superhero movies. We already have an idea, but we won't spoil that until next week comes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to us talking about bad movies.
Probably not.
Check out all of our socials. I won't go through them. If you want to follow and support us, that'd be great. Give us 5 stars on. Can you rate on Spotify?
Yeah.
Give us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and stuff. We want to be boosted.
We want to be number 1 in the UK.
We want to be the only 5-star. Give everyone else. No, actually, we shouldn't.
Give everyone else 1 star.
We shouldn't put down.
Let's don't do that.
We're gonna be Real Talk as the best film podcast ever.
Oh, you probably said that 4 times.
Where we're gonna. Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
You said it in Unusual Screenplay, didn't you?
Yeah. So we're gonna beat Real Talk as the best.
We're gonna beat Unusual Screenplay with the best film podcast.
Yeah. So rate us 5 stars because we need it. So yeah, thank you for listening. And we'll see you next week with superhero movies. Goodbye.
Bye.